everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner, and today I have all vintage linens for you. I'm selling them in bundles. I apologize in advance because this video will probably be pretty long. I'm going to go through it as quickly as I can, but some of this I want you to see some detail of it. I have 5 linen bundles, and then following that I'm going to have 3 larger doily bundles and then 1 miscellaneous one at the end. So let me get started. Bundle A, all of the linen bundles have these 2 same elements, so I'm not going to show these for each one, but I'm going to show it for this first one. This almost like a Venice lace piece that has some fans on it. It's probably about 14 inches, maybe 12-14 inches. And there's the detail on that. You have several of those and then a bunch of these fans. It's kind of almost a dark tan color. So each of the linen bundles will have one of this, and it will also have one of this with 9 doilies and some connector pieces in it. So they will all have that. I have got to try to do this in a way that I don't get them all mixed up. And in lot A there are some hankies. This one has some green and cream. So it looks almost like tatting around the edge of it. Another hanky with some very dainty little crochet all around the edge of it, and linen. It has this little hanky with, looks almost like Indian women embroidered in it. These are all vintage items, so some of them will have some slight staining, like this one has a little bit of a stain on it. So these are good for your vintage projects. This one has this hanky that has some really fine detail on the, it's almost like cut work or pulled work on it. It has this hanky, which is almost an ecru color with, I'm going to come in on the hankies. It's very almost sheer. You can see my fingers through that part. And one more hanky with some embroidery on it. Also in lot A is a crocheted collar. So now I see a small stain right there, but for the most part it comes apart. So you've got a big length of that. Has another little table embroidered, just that way, doily, linen doily. Now almost, this I guess was for the arm of a chair maybe. Another crocheted doily with some embroidered flowers on it. This one's probably about 14 inches long. We're still on lot A, bundle A. Two of these very vintage ecru crocheted pieces. Those would be good for fabric albums, pages on fabric albums. This one has a large square doily that has, this looks like tatting on the little pieces in between. This looks like tatting in here. And then crochet, blue crocheted flowers. This one's probably about 14, yeah, probably about 14, 15 inches square. And then each one has a larger piece in it. In lot A, oh, I need to come out for this, is a Battenberg piece. Has some really, really pretty Battenberg running through it. I didn't measure the larger pieces. Oh, this is a table runner. This is the end of it. And it goes, there are some pieces that are damaged on here, but this one would be great to tea stain and use in your fabric albums, vintage projects. So that is the larger piece in lot A. That is all lot A. The vintage linen bundles, these first 5 are all $20 a piece plus shipping. If you buy more than one of the bundles today, if you buy one bundle today, it will be first class shipping. If you buy more than one bundle, it will go up to priority mail shipping. So I just want to, in the US, so I want you to be aware of that. Lot B also has those two same first pieces, the Venice lace piece and the square doilies. The hankies that are in this one, quite a bit of what I'm selling today I got at one estate sale that I actually went back twice on 2 days of it to get more of what they had. They had tons of these hankies. This one has come down on these little tiny embroidered edge and embroidery in the pattern on that one. Actually, there's two of those hankies. This one, the pattern is kind of this one looks very old. Very lightweight linen with intricate work in here. This one has some flowers embroidered in it. And I guess this is like a table scarf that has a pink edge and pink embroidered, and this looks like fabric embroidered on into the pattern. Very pretty. Here's another embroidered piece. Come out a bit. With a pretty basket of flowers and crochet around the edge. This one has a small doily cluster. This very, very fine, lightweight lace doily, oval. This one's already like almost a pretty tea-stained color. Here's a filet. Let's see the detail on this one. Look at that. Look at the work in that. Incredible. And these stitches are over the linen. Very pretty. I believe this is called filet lace. Another small, well, this one says, it's got some damage on it, but it says bread. A little bit of damage around there too. This large ecru crocheted. delicate one. Another of the linen ones with the crocheted, actually, oh, this one has a monogram on it, embroidered in it. And then this is the edge that's all the way around it, linen. It has one of these, another square piece with a bunch of little doilies in it. And then the larger one in lot B is this runner that actually, it's very soft, very, very soft. It's like a cream color, and it has all of these square doilies in it. That's how big it is. So that is lot B, $20. Lot C starts off with the same two pieces, the square doily one and the Venice lace piece. The hankies in this one. This one has, excuse me, tatting all around the edge of it. This one has lace all the way around the edge of it. Like I said, this was a large collection, and what I'm showing you today is not all of it. I showed these to my mother, and she wanted to keep, she kept about 6 of them and made a wall collage picture out of them. This one has some really pretty, I don't know if you can see that, the embroidery in it. It's very pretty. That one has a hole in it though. This one has a label, it says pure Irish linen with cotton embroidery. There's the design on that one. This one apparently is Irish. This one looks like it's from the same, probably the same manufacturer. It has a little bit of cut work around the edge, and then the pretty embroidery, a flower and a butterfly. And then the linens in this one. Here's another one of those pieces with the flower basket and the bow and the crochet. This larger Battenberg, oops, Battenberg round doily. This is another of those filet pieces that was in the last bundle. Very pretty. I love that. I love this style of doily. Here is a, looks like a piece that was on like the arm of a chair. This is ecru color. Oop, I guess that must have been the back of the chair, and then these were the arms of the chair because it's a 3-piece set. There's a piece, another piece of this very pretty, I don't know what style you call this. That's the edge on it. Very pretty. I love this one. This blue triangular doily. Another embroidered piece with crochet around the edge. This one, it has this, I don't know what this is around the edge. these circles, connected circles that are thick. And then it has the embroidery. This one obviously has some staining on it. There's some more embroidery there. I'm going to stay, this one is the bigger piece in lot C. Very unusual. It's a, well, it's not really a table runner because this edge of it is straight, but the three other edges have design on them. It has like crochet around the edge and embroidery. Looks to be hand embroidery on it, and has the same on this side. It's a flower basket with flowers. So that's the larger piece in lot C. Alright, I'm going to see if I can do this without getting it mixed up. Alright, lot D. The same two first pieces, the crocheted square and the Venice lace. The hankies in this one. This yellow one with delicate embroidery in it and the little cut work. This one's like a, oh, this is the one. This one's really cool. It's got the heart, and then it flips up and it says, "Be my Valentine." Come down a little bit more. This flips up, says, "Be my Valentine." Isn't that cool? And it's got hearts all over it. And a red edge. Very unusual. I had one similar to this that my mother put into her collage. And another hanky that has big pink embroidered, pink and green embroidered flowers on it. Another hanky that has embroidery, pretty scalloped edge. This one's very, very thin, lightweight. This one has some embroidered, looks like pansies, I guess. Another hanky with an embroidered edge all the way around. Another one that has, looks like a swastika. Well, that is actually what that is. Well, that's weird. And it has that on all four corners. And then a round one with crochet around the edge, linen. Another linen piece, a little bit larger, with some, looks like hand crochet pattern in it, and crocheted edge. The edge is really pretty. Also in lot D is this piece with some embroidery and crocheted edge. Here's another one. This one is very dimensional. It has these bumps on it. It's pretty. I'm going to save that. Well, this isn't the biggest piece, but it's certainly the most unusual one. I've never seen anything like this. It has the crocheted edge, very delicate crocheted edge, and then in the center it has these threads that are woven. I'm going to come down a little bit. I've never seen anything like this before. Look at that. Very cool. And this is like a runner. Goes all the way down. This is probably about a yard long. That is also in lot D. And finally, the largest piece is kind of a cut work with embroidery on it. It's a runner. This is folded up in half right here. Has embroidery in the center and cut work, kind of frayed and aged around the edges. So that is lot D. And then lot E, the last of the linen bundles, has the same two first pieces, the square doily one and the Venice lace one. The hankies come down. This one has some embroidery on it. There's a bit of a stain on that one. This one has a pretty flower, almost like fabric stitched onto the linen, and then embroidery around it. That's pretty. Here is another heart Valentine. This one doesn't have the peekaboo thing on it, but it's all Valentine themed, heart themed, love themed. Has a sticker on it. This one's made in the Philippines, all cotton. This one has a really pretty pink and green, very dainty embroidered edge on it. And the last hanky has the cut work and embroidery on it. And then this one has a small little, whoops, let's come out now. Small little runner with embroidery or crochet around the edge and some embroidered flowers on each side. This one has a Battenberg round doily, probably 12-inch, I'd say. Here's another filet one that probably went with those other two, except this one is an oval shape. Same filet pattern. There's the flower in the center. It looks yellow on the screen, but it's more of a dark cream color. Not quite yellow. If it is yellow, it's a very pale yellow. A little small one with embroidery and crochet. Matching pair of these eyelet ones. Here's a small, I don't know what that is, a towel maybe, with linen towel with some, looks like hand embroidery on it in blue. A pineapple, kind of like a half doily. It's already a pretty tea-stained kind of color. This very, very delicate, very fine. I have to come in on these. These are definitely vintage, very sheer, very fine. I love these. I bet those tell a story. This Battenberg one with almost an organza type fabric as the background. This one is intact, it just needs to be pressed. This one here, very vintage, has some stains on it, but I love this part down here. That would be good on a pocket in a fabric album. This is very, very thick stitching in there. This unusual, this one is a piece with, there's some staining on it. This one's definitely vintage with a tassel at the bottom. Very tangled tassel, but tassel nonetheless. And the biggest piece in this one, in Lot E, is another table runner. I need to come out. Has this big embroidered flower. These a lot of this is hand stitched. I'm going to just pan through it and then come down on the, there's a little bit of staining on this down to here. There's that big flower with the hand stitching on it. And this is the pattern that goes all along it, and then the crochet along the edge. So that's the last piece in Lot E, and that lot was $20 as well. I told you this was going to be a long video. If you're still with me, thank you for sticking with me. Only a few more to go. Now these are the doily lots. Lot F, I'm going to go through these fairly quickly, has one like this. Some of these you need to see the detail because it's very pretty. Very detailed stitch work in there. So one of that, actually two of those. These I've had before, I just had some left. There's a stray string there. They're about 8 inches. Whoops, I guess it helped to see the whole thing. Linen with a doily in the middle and embroidery. This one has 1, 2, 3 of those. A pineapple doily. One of this one. It's white. One of this one. Am I all the way out? That one's white as well. One of this larger ecru one. That one's probably at least 12 inches. And then finally this really pretty, I guess this is crochet. Has the little flowers all the way around the edge of it. And this is what it looks like close up. Gorgeous. Love this one. Why didn't I keep this one for myself? Oh well. It is in Lot F. Lot F is $15. G has some of the same elements. Has this one here. It's probably about 6 inches. 1, 2, 3 of this one. That was in the last lot. 3 of those. 1 of this. Crochet around the edge. 1 of this one. This was in the last lot as well with the pretty detailed work in the middle there. 1 of this one. This one is dimensional around the edges. It's got these like overlapping, almost like pockets going all the way around. It's a pretty cream color. One of this one. It's a white. One of this one has some larger ones in it. One of this one, pretty white, very delicate, the scalloped edge. One of this one with the linen center and this is the edge around, all the way around. That one's probably about 14 inches across, I'd say. And lastly, in this one is this pretty white and blue with the scalloped edge on it. This one's about 12 inches. Very pretty. So that is lot G. This one also is $15. Lot H is the last of the doily lots. It has one of this one here. It's probably about 5 inches. Has 3 of this, same as the last 2 doily lots. 1 of this one with the intricate center in it. I'm getting tired, so I'm moving kind of fast now. Yeah. 1 of this one with the intricate edge. One of this one, very soft ecru color. Am I all the way out? One of this one. One of this one with kind of a dimensional centers. One of this one. I think this is the right side. Yeah, this one's really pretty. Very pretty pattern with the blue and white linen center and this pretty edge. Okay, why didn't I keep this one for myself too? I love that one. I love them all. I hate getting rid of them. And then this one that has kind of a sage green around the edge and a border. So that is lot H. It is $15. And then lastly, I've bundled these together. Lot I has a tablecloth that is in perfect, well, not perfect. I see a little shadow of a stain here, and I see a little tiny stain up there. But it's linen. All 4 corners have one of these pink doilies stitched onto it. It's just sewn around the edge. It's not attached all the way. It's hand stitched around the edge. And then the edge of it is this pink crochet around the edge. It measures about, I think it was 35 inches square. And it is linen with the pink crochet flowers and the pink edge. So that's part of lot I. Also in lot I are these 2, I'm not sure what they were. Well, they're little doilies, but they have these strings like you could hang it from something. So there's a pair of those. This is probably about 3 inches across, ecru color. And also in lot I is a pair of crocheted gloves, ladies' gloves. They have these pretty buttons on them. So that the gloves are also part of lot I. Three-piece bundle. Whew. If you stayed with me through all of that, I really appreciate it. And if you are interested in any of these bundles, the instructions on how to order are in the description box below, as long as a reminder of the price. As things sell out, I will mark them as sold below. What was I just going to say? I do ship international for now, but that might be ending pretty soon. I'm having trouble with PayPal in printing international shipping labels. So for now, I'm still doing it. Remember, if you buy more than one, the shipping will be priority mail if you're in the US, so it'll be a little bit more. But that's all I have for today. Bye for now.